I'll be going through with you 3M stock. You can just type in Google and click enter and this information will appear. Now I just want to point out that the name is 3M company. That's the name, and the symbol is MMM. And if I buy right now, I have to pay 170.55 US dollar for this stock. And it's a billion size firm, it's a big size firm. It pays dividend of 3.38%. Any firm that is paying dividend, that means they're financially very strong, because after paying their costs, liabilities, creditors, they still have extra money left. That extra money they pay to shareholders as dividends. So any firm that is paying dividend, even if it's less than 1%, that means they're financially very strong. It's a positive sign. Now let's look, when was this founded? I'll just click on Wikipedia and search this box, and I can see founded 1907, 1902, 117 years ago. Now I want to see what the employees think about this firm. Let's copy that exactly from Google and paste it here. Type in Indeed, reviews, enter, and let's click here. I can see 3,400 reviews, 4.1 star. That's brilliant. And read through the pros and cons yourself. The salaries they're paying, the photos of the firm, the jobs they have listed, and the questions asked. Now let's go and see in Glassdoor reviews. Enter, and let's see what people have to say in Glassdoor. I can see we have 3,000 reviews and it's 3.9 star. That's brilliant. Let's go through the read through the pros and cons yourself, the jobs they have listed, salaries they're paying, interview questions, benefits they're giving, and the photos of the firm. Now let's look at Justia patents and see if it has any patents. I'll just paste it exactly from Google, and I can see that I can't see any 3M. I think that's the one, or I'm not sure. I'll just paste in Google. I'll just copy that and see if that's the same thing or not. 3M. I think that's the probably 3M Properties Company, 1998, founded in 1998. Okay, and that's when was it founded? 1902. That's a different story altogether. I'm not sure if that's the same company or not. I think it is, because 3M appears in the Google images. That's probably related to 3M. Yeah, that's part of it. So I just want to point out, please don't look at the inventors, because they don't have full rights. I'm interested in assign your applicant because they have full rights of the patents. So in 2010 they have a patent, 2006 they have a patent. Then well, what else? Just go through the list yourself and see if they have any patents. And 3M, that's the one as well, 2004. And look for recent patents in 2015, 16, 17, because that means they're still innovating, which is brilliant. And I think 2013, that's a patent, 2015 is a patent. And go through the list yourself, 2001 and stuff like that. The more patents a firm has, the more stronger it is, which is brilliant. And now let's look at Yahoo Finance, and I want to see the key executives and the salaries that they are getting. So I'll just click this exactly from Google, and don't be confused by which one to click. Just click MMM, because that's the one I get from the Nasdaq from Google. That's the one. And now go to profile and see the sector, industry, and the full-time employees, and I can see 5 key executives and only 3 of their salaries have been shown. Now I need to know why the 2 salaries are not shown, why it's not applicable. You need to search that, because that's important to know. Now let's have a look at macro trend and go to price ratio, price book ratio, and type in the symbol MMM. Click there. I want to point out, if the price book ratio is less than 1, that means stock is very cheap, it's undervalued, it's a very cheap stock. If the price book ratio is more than 1, that means stock is expensive. The higher the number goes, the more expensive it gets. So let's see after it loads. Be patient with this website because it has a lot of data, so it might take time to load, but please be patient with it, because once it loads, it makes your life more easy. And please let me know if you have any questions for me. If I'm going very fast in this tutorial, I'll slow down, or if you want to suggest me something If you have any ideas for me, if you want to connect with me, please do connect with me on my YouTube channel. Or if you want me to do research for you on a particular stock that you want to find out, please let me know. Okay, I can see that right now the price book ratio is 9.67. So it means that if somebody buys the stock right now, they will be paying 9.6 times more money for the stock. If you see in 2019 March, it's 12.28, which means stock was 12.28 times more expensive in March 2019. Somebody who bought that time, they paid $207 to buy something that was $16 worth. So it was quite expensive, but right now it's 9.67 times more expensive. If I see in 2011 September, I can see the stock is 2.39 times more expensive. Somebody who bought in 2011 September, they paid $59 to buy something that was $24 worth. It was still very expensive, but right now it's 9.67 times expensive. Let's go to other ratios. I want to look at current ratio. If the current ratio is less than 1, that means stock is very risky because liabilities are more than assets. If the current ratio is 1.5 or more than that, that means stock is safe, it has a good margin of safety, and it's ideal time to buy. Let's have a look. Right now it's more than 1.5. That means stock is it's very safe right now. Let's see if it has ever been less than 1.5. Since 2007 December up till now, it's always been 1.5 or more than that, so it's a very safe stock since 2007. Right now, let me look at debt equity ratio. I'm looking for 0.5 or less than that for it to be safe. Debt equity ratio will tell me if the stock is mainly operating on debt or equity. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm looking for 0.5 or less than that. Right now it's more than 0.5. It's a lot more risky because you can see vertically up. Even long-term debt is a lot more than equity, but it's more than 0.5 ratio, so that's very risky. Let's look, has it ever been less than 0.5? So since 2005 up till I would say 2014, it's always been less than 0.5, so it's a safe stock. But after 2014 December, it has always been above 0.5. It's a very risky stock. Let's look at return on equity. I'm looking for 8% or more than that for it to be brilliant. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm looking for 8% more than it is more than 8%. Let's have a look at the previous trend. Has it ever been below 8%? That's what I'm looking for. And now, since 2005 up till now, since recent 14 years, it has always been above 8%. That's brilliant.